Assalamualaikum and good day to everyone, especially to my lecturers and all my friends. So today in this video, I'll be explaining to you guys about certain intercultural communication issue that consists verbal communication, non-verbal communication, communication, culture and conflict. And I'll be using Mr. Bean Holiday as example to help me to explain my point for the certain issues. So for my first point on verbal issue in intercultural communication is bilingualism. So what is a bilingualism? Bilingualism is actually a person who managed to speak more than one language, while multilingualism is a person who managed to speak more than two languages. Connectively, a person who learned to speak more languages managed to make more language connection and they understand language construction better and learn to think in more than one language.
Ma fille. Ma mère.
Bonjour, madame.
Gracias.
Est espagnole
Buenos días, señora.
et extrêmement sourde. Messieurs, excusez-moi, mais on est très en retard. En fait, on va à l'avant-première de ce film dans lequel je joue et on voudrait pas...
Je crois qu'on peut faire quelque chose pour vous.
So in this clip, it shows that Sabine managed to speak two different languages, which is French and also English. By the ability that she have, she managed to ask the police to escort them to the premiere movie that they went to. So for the next point on verbal communication issues, is translation and interpretation. Language are complicated system of interpretation and sometimes are difficult to translate word from word into other language. Usually a word-for-word translation with no simple meaning sometimes may create interesting messages or sometimes it also create misunderstanding for the meaning.
This film is for all of us who hunger for truth. For all of us who cry out in pain. For those whose souls yearn to sing.
Et vous êtes bien sûr un très bon film. Merci.
Merci.
So actually in this clip, there is a translator who translate the director's speech, but actually he did not translate it at all. He only translate a few of the speech and not convey the real message of the director at all. For the next point is non-verbal issues in intercultural communication. Is communications that does not include any of spoken words and only include conveying and receiving messages using gesture, body language, posture, facial expression, clothing and time management. Next, one of the methods that help to convey our messages is gesture. A gesture is actually type of non-verbal communication in which apparently bodily movements that help us to express a specific message. And gesture involve movements of the hand, face, and other body parts.
Wait. No.
So in this movie clips, it shows that Mr. Bean is searching for a train and he tried to approach a man and ask for help in directing the way to the train by imitating train chugging with his body gesture. So for the next point is facial expression. Facial expression also is one of the non-verbal communication method. So by using your facial expression, you can communicate with other people to shows our happiness, sadness, rage, or fear. So in this clip, Mr. Bean goes to a restaurant and is served with oyster and crayfish, which he doesn't like that much. The butler asks him whether he enjoying or not the dishes from far away, using a facial expression. So Mr. Bean has a cheerful grin on his face and indicating that he enjoys and prefers the food despite how much he dislikes them. Finally, for the last issue in this video is culture, communication and conflict. So, I will be explaining about conflict management that happened in Mr. Bean holiday and how Mr. Bean solved it. So, Mr. Bean with a train trip to Kane and on the Gare de Lyon platforms, Bean approached Russian film director and asked him whether he can take a few video of him before boarding on the train. Unfortunately, only the director's son, Stephen, and Mr. Bean managed to get on the train, but the director itself is left behind. In order to send Stephen back to his father, Bean and Stephen travel together from station to other station, and they can briefly face the problems together in that moment. So during the travel, Bean also meets French actresses, which is Sabine, who is on her way to the Cannes Film Festival in 2006. When her part in the film was mostly removed, and Bean tried to connect his video camera into the projector and projects his video journal, replacing the movie visual with his own video. So the film and Bean's prank fit Clay's narrative perfectly, and the director, Sabine, and Bean all earned standing ovations from the watchers. Finally, Bean able to travel to the beach after Stephen finally met and reunited with his father.
No, he didn't.
Where's my son? Where is he?
A very strange thing happens when you're making a work of art. Sometimes you don't quite see the elements coming together, and then when it all comes together, there's something magical, something organic, and such a thing happened today.
So I guess that's all from me. Thank you for watching my videos.